Hey guys, this is just a little video in response to a video I watched today by Helen Anderson. If you don't know her videos, I will link her channel below, and she made this little video called 10 Things That Suck About Being an Adult. So I thought I needed to do a response to this video because I have endless stupid stories about what she was talking about, and I couldn't write them all in the comments as I wanted to, so I thought I'd just make a video instead. So I will put a link in the description to her original video so that you know what I'm talking about, and let's get going. So number one was missing bin day. I totally hear you, Helen, with this. Oh my God. Round where I live, we have green bins and blue bins. And in the summer, you get a brown bin for your garden. The green bin is general stinky yucky rubbish and the blue bin is recycling, and they alternate every week. We live on like a row of houses, and our bins get collected from one particular end, which is just the other end of the house next door to mine. Everybody has to troll their bin along to the end and put it so the binman can reach it. When we moved in, we realised that there was this little group of regulars from all the houses who would always bring their bin, and we lovingly started to call it Bin Club. Now, Bin Club has actually become a thing. Nobody really ever wants to be the first to put your bin out, because what if you get it wrong? There's something in your brain that automatically stops you remembering whether it's blue or green, even though it happens every week. And the minute you hear somebody's bin go, everybody's like up at their window, like looking, who is it putting their bin out first? Then what colour are they going for? And then everybody suddenly rushes to get their bin out, and it's just ridiculous. Just before Christmas, we got new neighbours. You will know that the minute there's a bank holiday or any kind of upset to the regular routine, everything just goes completely to shit. It feels like there's about 6 weeks between one collection and the next. Everybody's stressing because suddenly it should be on a Thursday and now it's on a Tuesday, but then next week it's going to be Wednesday. I mean, they even send you little leaflets. So Bin Club was completely messed up, but we were all still fairly confident about what was going on with the bins. And then these new neighbours moved in. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, which never happens, bins literally go out after dark, the night before the bin collection, and then everybody brings them back in again as soon as they see them the next day. God forbid your bin is left forlorn in the car park for any longer than the immediate second you get home. There's their bin, just sitting out during the day, just completely at random. I think we all thought bin day was, say, Friday, and this was Tuesday, and their bin's out. Bin Club freaked the heck out. Everybody was like looking at each other. There was whispering over fences. Like, other people would then get their bin. I remember 1 or 2 people then put their bin out because these new neighbours had put their bin out. And so for 2 days, there were 3 random bins sitting there. Then one of them disappeared again, and they still hadn't come round to bin day. So by the time bin day came, of course, nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. There were some seriously frazzled people. And I really have the ultimate respect for my new neighbours now, because I swear they only put their bin out on the Tuesday to fuck with Bin Club. And that is some funny shit. Number 3 was council tax and how expensive it is. Preach, sister. I try not to think about how much my council tax costs. If the letter comes, I have actually been known to not even open it. I'm that bad. I remember ringing the council tax people and them saying, oh no, we can't do anything about your council tax at the moment because it's the wrong time of the year, and we'll send it out to you and then you have to back pay. I don't really want to have to back pay. I just want to start paying. Something must have messed up, because that Christmas I got this letter demanding, not even like, oh, by the way, you haven't paid this. Like, literally, if you've ever had a letter from the council tax, it sounds like they're going to come and take your firstborn child, and that is the first letter you get. It drives me nuts. Seriously, this letter is the most aggressive thing you've ever seen. It says, this is your final notice. I was like, it's the first thing I've ever had. How can it be a final notice if it's the first notice? It's that aggressive. But anyway, that wasn't even the really annoying part. The really annoying part was that this section of back pay that was supposed to be sorted all those months ago, no, it hadn't been sorted. It just sat there and festered without them bothering to tell me. And I now had this massive bill just before Christmas that they were like, you have to pay it within the next 14 days or we take you to court. In the end, we ended up having to use all the money that people had given us for our honeymoon fund, because we were getting married, on the council tax bill, because we just didn't have any other money to pay it. So we didn't have a honeymoon. My honeymoon went to the council tax. So the last one I want to talk about was when you've invited somebody round Your house is just the biggest tip in the world. Now, I have 2 small children, so basically my house is just constantly a tip, and I've just taken to never inviting anybody around ever. I mean, my mum was like the genius of this. She taught me the art of scooping. Now, if you don't know how to scoop, you are missing a major trick. Literally, you just scoop it all and hide it somewhere. I do remember one time before we had the kids, my other half used to come home at the weekend and have to go back again to London for work during the week. So I would only see him every few days, and he used to get really annoyed at me because I'm really bad at washing up, and so I would sometimes leave it, and then he'd come down and he'd have a sink full of washing up, which I kind of feel bad about now. So I'd gone to this hen do, and it was a middle of the day type of thing. It was kind of a lunch with wine and nibbles, and I probably went too heavy on the wine and not heavy enough on the nibbles. I suddenly realised that I had about 20 minutes before my other half was going to arrive home. Hadn't done any washing up, hadn't really tidied round, didn't have time to do both, bit drunk. So my solution to that was to scoop all the dishes into the oven. In hindsight, it wasn't the most sensible plan in the world, but I will blame the wine, partly. But then, of course, by the time he got there, I had forgotten where I'd put it, and we went to make dinner and we put the oven on, and it wasn't until like the preheated oven we opened the door and discovered it was full of plates and pots and pans. Yeah, so I totally get the thing about untidy houses when people are coming round. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below to me and Helen, whose video this is a response to, and I'll see you next time. Peace.